Crater Lake's Ride the Rim is a popular annual event in September, where cyclists and runners get vehicle-free access to the eastern side of the 33-mile rim drive. This is a ride I've always wanted to do, so we signed up early in May and intended to train for it as it is super hilly at 4,000 feet of elevation. And there's no sag wagon to rescue you if your bike breaks down or you get too tired. But life happened, and our summer flew by, and before we knew it, it was September. The saving grace was that we would be doing this on our tandem, so I knew at least we would suffer together. We had grabbed some powder electrolytes at check-in, as we knew this would be a very lightly supported ride. But I would come to regret not packing more on my own. That was because the climbing started immediately to get up to the rim. And when we finally made it to the rim, we were rewarded with incredible views of the lake and Wizard Island.
Wow. Doesn't Wizard Island look very close?
The west side of the lake wasn't close to traffic, unfortunately, so we had to get through this little bit of unpleasantness. So far, we haven't seen any other tandems, but many folks waved to us excitedly when seeing our bike. It wasn't until we turned off at North Junction that we started approaching the area that was closed to cars. It looked like many cyclists had parked on this side to start their ride. So you may have noticed the many e-bikes that passed us. Well, at least I hope they were e-bikes, because they looked way too relaxed while we were huffing and puffing. There was one point around the north side where my husband started regretting that we weren't on an e-bike tandem after we saw one pass us. The stoker was even just sitting there looking at her phone.
Yeah. See, she's not making effort. She's on her phone.
Well, that's what you need, an electric tandem. Yeah.
That's the first order of business when we get home.
This ride, because it's so hard, does build such a sense of community. Everyone was super friendly and also just waved into my camera.
Hey, put us on your YouTube channel.
I have very few viewers, but I will.
As you can imagine, I was super excited to encounter another non-e-bike tandem along the way.
Hello, tandem. All right.
Nice.
And they're not an e-bike like the last one just passed
I
us.
know, I saw that. Da Vinci?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
So he is converting this to an e-bike after this ride.
Okay, well that's okay. I may after this ride too.
When we got to the second rest stop, I was pretty dead. I think I felt a little woozy just staggering off the bike. This is also where I discovered they had plenty of water, but no more electrolyte powder. This rest stop was at mile 20, so we had 12 more miles to go. But this is also the highest peak of the ride, so I could only hope it was all downhill from here. Sadly, there was still one more climb. We saw some folks pushing e-bikes that had run out of battery, and others just walking the hills. We knew it would be even worse to walk, so even if we were barely moving uphill, we powered on. So the one place we do excel with on the tandem are downhills. But as a stoker, it can be a bit frightening as I have no control of the bike and I have to entrust the entire bike handling to my husband. We do go fast, and unfortunately that day, it looks like there was a bike incident. Despite all that, I still quite enjoyed downhills. As we started seeing parked cars, it meant we were near the end. Our lower pecs really hurt from all the climbing, so we were quite glad to be done. We had survived. It was quite the experience. But maybe for the next ride, we should really train.